Fans, welcome back to NWA Worldwide. I'm being joined by Bert, Prentice here in the broadcast studio. In the ring, what a match we got. Barry Houston taking on Chris Champion. Collar and elbow tie up there in the center of the ring. And Barry Houston backing Chris Champion up into the corner. The referee calling for a clean break. And they're just going into the next corner. Champion back up against the corner.
Action coming to you from the house that Bert Prentice built, the Tennessee State Fairgrounds Sports Arena, where wrestling happens every Saturday night. And we'll be there tonight with a hell of a card. Hell, they got 3 big cards going on in the area. Lebanon, Tennessee starts at 8 o'clock. I'll be over there first to kick it off. I'm going to drive to Nashville and take care of business with main event tonight. And Columbia has a hell of a card at 7:30 and a ton of matches down there. And in fact, we may be doing a TV taping in Columbia next Saturday night, and that's going to be huge, 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 huge news. But for you fans at the Tennessee State Fairgrounds, you get to see me tonight.
And I'm sure they're really looking forward to that.
And I'm really looking forward to this idiot in the ring, Barry Houston, with the lightning bolts coming out of his crotch, taking on my man Basket Case. You seen the monster last week on television.
He is
huge.
huge.
I'm going to loose that monster completely loose tonight. And good luck to Barry Houston. There may not be much left of him to get to Marietta, Georgia on May 2nd. I also want to say something to all them fans in Hopkinsville. You are the rudest fans. Last night in Hopkinsville, Kentucky, they were the rudest fans that I have ever dealt with in my life. And if they continue that, I may just not come back to Hopkinsville. I will not tolerate people being rude to me.
And I understand that, but Bert, I don't think it would hurt their feelings too much if you didn't come back. It's not, like an empty threat.
They love me in Hopkinsville.
Side headlock there by Barry Houston, right on Chris Champion.
Who would you come see, me or Mona? Tell the truth. Me. Thank you, Lee. Now to the ring.
Mona. Side headlock there by Houston on Chris Champion. Just reaching in the headlock. And headlock takeover there by Barry Houston. Putting all the pressure right there on the neck of Chris Champion.
You were kind of shocked at all the fans that came out and wished me well in Nashville, didn't you?
Yes.
Kind of shocked you.
And
wrestling is alive and well in Nashville, Tennessee, folks.
Oh, isn't that the truth? If you were there last Saturday, or if you're going to be there tonight at the Nashville Fairgrounds Sports Arena, you will sure witness how alive wrestling is in Nashville, Tennessee.
And I have it on good authority, Sarah Lee is having an affair with yet another wrestler.
Which one this time?
Well, a former wrestler.
Former wrestler.
Mike Porter.
Mike Porter?
Mike Porter is sleeping with Sarah Lee.
I'm going to have to talk
Sarah
to Mike
Lee
Porter.
Bet Hopkins. Why Joe don't leave her, I don't get it. But I have it on good authority they're having an affair. See, Porter's trying to get the commissioner job here at NWA.
Mm-hmm.
If he thinks sleeping with Sarah Lee's going to get him a job, he's out of his mind.
Well, we need a commissioner, and of course, Joe can't hear very well, so maybe that's...
But someone who has that bad enough judgment that want to sleep with Sarah Lee, you sure don't want to be the commissioner of your organization.
Well, that's true. Chris Champion rolling back into the ring now.
My choice is Mr. G.
Mr. G, come on. Mr. G.
Barry Houston looks a little nervous in the ring, don't he, Lee?
He does. Barry Houston has, I'm not sure exactly what's wrong with Barry Houston. He kind of schizo.
I think his mind's on the basket case.
It needs to be. That guy is huge, 7 feet tall. I mean, when I look at him, I'm looking at his belly button. Head scissors there by Chris Champion.
Lebanon Wrestling, see Eddie Marlin. Tonight, all kids are free in Lebanon. How fair is that?
That's nice.
All them brats throw gum wrappers at you and spit at you.
But people in Lebanon, I mean, if they got 12 or 13 kids, they need something like that to be able to get them in.
Any of you wrestling fans that own a telephone out there might want to call the NWA Nashville Wrestling Hotline at 615-317-0186. Old luscious Lee Tidwell is on there and gives you 5 minutes information all week long, tell you on all the matches in the area and give you a little inside scoop on what's really going on.
Oh, the Nashville hotline just now up and running, 615-317-0186, and I'll have a scoop for you
today. You do the
today.
hotline, you don't even know the number?
Well, I know the number, but I'm going to have a scoop for you tonight, Bert.
Write it down, fans. You can call it, and you can find out what the matches are for anyone else.
Side headlock there by Barry Houston on Chris Champion. Fans, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Yeah. Why are we taking a break?
Because it's time.
Because it's Barry Houston.
Fans, welcome back to NWA Worldwide. Barry Houston in control of Chris Champion with a side headlock. Champion rolling him back now, shoulders against the mat. Only a 2 count. Barry Houston able to kick out of that. Complaining about the trucks being pulled. With that camera angle, I wasn't quite sure to be able to see that. Barry Houston now working his way to his knees, back down, just putting the pressure right on the neck of Chris Champion. Champion now working his way to his knees.
Chris Champion is one of the cleanest players of the game. Why are you taking pot shots at him? If you don't see it, you don't call it, idiot.
Shoulder tackle there by Barry Houston takes Chris Champion down. And Champion sliding underneath the bottom rope.
When is your contract up for renewal? Anybody out there want to be the new host of the show?
Yeah, come on now. I do an okay job. Complaining about a closed fist there is Chris Champion. I didn't see that, Bert. Barry Houston saying no, and the fans in the Mecca saying no. And Chris Champion still complaining he got punched in the mouth. Barry Houston showing the referee exactly what he did with that shoulder tackle to take Chris Champion down.
Fans, don't go anywhere because I want to show you some carnage today. I want to show you what my main event did last Saturday night at the Mecca against New South. You don't want to go anywhere, folks.
Side headlock there by Barry Houston on Chris Champion. Champion now backing him against the ropes and shooting him across. Here comes Barry Houston up and over. And a shoulder tackle takes Champion down once again.
And another thing Lee Tidwell ain't going to tell you about Saturday night, April 8th. Whoo, what is has to be the biggest night ever in the history of Nashville wrestling. This may be the one that breaks all the records. Saturday Night Memories 2000 comes to the Mecca. Saturday night, April 8th.
Also beginning March 2nd. Every Thursday night we'll be in Marietta, Georgia for all you fans down in Atlanta area.
Hey, you got one right.
I'm sorry. Calling up bow tie up there by Barry Houston and Chris Champion. Houston right back into that side headlock.
And all you fans in Columbia, if Brother Ernest wins the election tonight, I'll be there next Saturday.
Brother Ernest and Ernest T's do kind of remind me of each other.
Well, they're brothers, brother. Ernest T's going to be in Lebanon tonight, raising hell. You can grant yourself that. Kids free.
Woo. Well, see, parents are going to bring their kids in Ernest T with the bugs in his beard jumping all over him. Have to give him a bath when they get home. Barry Houston rearing the fist back there. Chris Champion complaining about a closed fist.
Wrestling all across the NWA Wrestling Network, 268 stations strong, come to you from the Nashville, Tennessee Fairgrounds Sports Arena, NWA Worldwide Wrestling.
Locking it up in the middle of the ring again, back to that side headlock, and Chris Champion jerks him down by his hair. Chris Champion denying it. The fans saw it, and I saw it.
I did not see that, I don't think. Maybe, though.
He jerked him down by his ponytail. Chris Champion.
Big night of wrestling coming to the Georgia area, too. Saturday night, April 29th in LaGrange, Georgia.
Another pull down by the ponytail by Chris Champion. Champion denying it.
Well, then why don't Barry Houston get a haircut?
Barry Houston and Chris Champion.
Call the hotline, ladies and gentlemen, 317-0186. You want to know the real news? That's the way you find it. 317-0186. At least I plugged it for you, Eddie.
Barry Houston now getting jerked down by the hair again by Chris Champion. Houston is hot. The referee trying to back him up. And a kick to the gut there by Barry Houston. Takes Chris Champion and just slings him over by his hair. They're doing it a second time. Barry Houston.
That's illegal.
Boy, Chris Champion's been pulling him by the hair for the past 5 minutes. I think it's about
fire the referee.
I wouldn't. Eric Hicks would be okay if you fired him. Finally got Kurt Stinson back. Complaining about pulling the hair. The referee don't know what's going on. And Chris Champion taking a little break on the outside, catching his second win. Finally getting back up in the ring.
Want to congratulate Bonnie Baldwin. She's pregnant. She'll be having a baby this summer. We're real excited about Bonnie Baldwin and Danny having another baby.
Really?
Yeah. You didn't know Bonnie was pregnant?
No.
Yeah.
Bonnie don't say much to me. In a test of strength here, kick to the gut by Chris Champion on Barry Houston. Those taped ribs. And a big side kick just levels Barry Houston straight down to the mat. Chris Champion getting a little hot from the lights in the Mecca and taking his shirt off.
One thing you got to say, they're having a hell of a match.
Oh, isn't that the truth? Chris Champion now picking Barry Houston up and backing him into the ropes, whipping him across. A big kick to the gut and an X factor right there.
Very evenly matched here, folks.
Houston flat on his back in the ring. Chris Champion in total control, setting Barry Houston up. Jump it up and drop the leg right across the throat of Barry Houston. Chris Champion in control of Barry Houston.
By the way, the people are not saying boring. They're saying poor Barry, poor Barry. I agree with them.
I thought they were chanting for Porter. Big chop there by Chris Champion, and another one to Barry Houston. And a third. Taking Barry Houston back in against the ropes, whipping him across. Houston coming over to the flying clothesline, takes Barry Houston down.
Sarah Lee having an affair with Mike Porter.
Well, if Porter wants the job that bad,
ain't no job worth sleeping with Sarah Lee for.
I agree. Chris Champion, spinning heel kick, catches Barry Houston in the back. Houston tried to avoid it, but still got caught in the back of the head, and only a 2 count.
She's always grabbing me whenever I walk by her.
She's attracted by you, Bert. You know.
Call the action, Tidwell.
Sorry. Chris Champion backing Houston into the corner, moving him all the way across the ring. Houston now comes up with a leg scissors, and Chris Champion turns it into a power bomb right in the corner. Goes for the cover. 1, 2, foot on the ropes, but Houston kicks out.
You'd sleep with Savannah, but you wouldn't sleep with Sarah
I
Lee?
did not sleep with Savannah. If Bully hears you say
I'll
that,
take a lie detector test, ladies and gentlemen. He did it.
Bully will kill me. Stop it.
I think Bully's losing his allure for her anyway.
I thought you were going to say his hair.
He may go back to his ex-wife.
He needs to. At least it's cute. Dropping the forearm right across the throat is Chris Champion on Barry Houston. Houston down. Chris Champion going for the cover and only a 2 count.
Lisa's gained a lot of weight. He likes big women.
Well, if he likes Savannah, that's, besides the point.
You didn't mind it.
Now, come on now. Punch to the gut there by Barry Houston, and another big chop right to the back of the head by Chris Champion. Cuts him off.
I went to Savannah's and used a restroom that has towels that says his, hers, and next.
Chris Champion just taking it straight to Barry Houston, backing him into the ropes and whips him across. Houston coming up. Power slam by Chris Champion right in the center ring. This is it.
Chris has got to win here
2.
on TV.
Ooh, that was close. 2 3/4 kick out by Barry Houston. That's tenacity. Going for the cover. Hooking the leg this time. Still only a 2 count. Chris Champion throwing everything but the kitchen sink at Barry Houston. It still hasn't come up with the win yet.
Well, you fans in Lebanon, you got wrestling there tonight at the Armory. You fans in Columbia, tonight at Grand Slam. And the big one at the Mecca at the Tennessee State Fairgrounds. All you Nashville fans, box office opens at 6.
Chris Champion with them big chops to Barry Houston, just taking it straight to him.
You know, next month there's a town we got 6 shows in one night.
Oh, that's going to be confusing. Big foot to the chin there, on Chris Champion. Barry Houston going to the top rope. Frog splash. Frog splash right in the center of the ring. 1, 2, and it's still. I cannot believe Chris Champion just kicked out of that. I hadn't seen anybody kick out of a frog splash by Barry Houston yet. Champion did. And a low blow there to Barry Houston. Just cuts Barry Houston off. Champion taking it straight to him. Small package here by Barry Houston. 1, 2, and a 3 count. Houston gets the win on NWA Worldwide over Chris Champion.
What a match, though. I'm going to tell you what, Chris Champion, you did a hell of a job there. That was a hell of a match. I hope the people appreciate it.
Let's see who's going to be in Nashville tonight.